You guys are always calling me saying, you gotta tell me the next awesome deal in new construction in the Myrtle Beach area. Guess what? I've got it. Focus a little bit on location here for a moment, because this community has multiple ways of getting to it, and I like that about it. So a lot of people will see on the map, okay, I could take Highway 17 and go through Barefoot Resort and get on Water Tower Road. Could certainly do that. You can actually take the Water Tower Road exit off of Highway 31. That's the one I call our pretend beltway. And Water Tower Road is single lane, so you can definitely, ease and take your scenic route that way. But for those of us who might like the left lane and the gas pedal, well, you might want to stay on Highway 31, and then you can go all the way up to the Robert Edge Parkway exit. That's the one for North Myrtle Beach. If you went right, you would obviously be headed to the ocean going east. In this case, we want you to go left, headed west. You're here in a matter of minutes. So think about that. You've got all these different ways to access. So your day-to-day routines of going to the grocery store, post office, different shops and restaurants, it is all very close by. I know you want to see as much of this as possible. That's why I'm here. First one up is going to be the Leland floor plan. Now this one is the smallest. It's in the reserve collection. So heated square footage can be anywhere from 21 to about 2,700 heated square feet. Now, what are some of the things that might impact that square footage? Well, there is a Carolina room option, so that can certainly do it. The primary bedroom is on that main level. That's what I know you all like, okay? Now, one of the things that we talked about, the reserve collection. Smaller lot size in terms of width, so you're going to have a 40-foot wide lot. So in essence, that means the home itself is also going to be a little bit more narrow, not too much. An important thing also to note about the difference between reserve and signature, that exterior is going to have vinyl siding. Now, here's the fun part. You can see in this home there are some beautiful features, definitely some upgrades in terms of plumbing fixtures, the style, instead of brushed nickel, you might see some gold. These are all some wonderful things that you can get for your home through the design center. But one thing I did want to tell you that I really like, you get quartz countertops standard in these homes. I'm really excited about that. All right, so when you're petting a dog and you find that spot and they just go, they're just loving it so much. Okay, that is how I feel when I see gorgeous light fixtures in model homes. I'm a sucker for them. You already know this about me, but just look, that is so stunning. And they're all throughout all of their models. They really are works of art, don't you think? Beazer Homes, no dummy. They've got a lot of land here, and so what did they do with it? They added some great amenities that are important to you and your lifestyle. Here is what they've got right behind me. You've got a clubhouse with a fitness center. You've got an outdoor pool. You have pickleball. I know you guys are all into that. That's great. And you've got even walking trails around here. But here's the part that I love the most. There are so many communities around here that tell you those amenities are coming, and you're like, when are they coming? I've lived here for almost 2 years. Well, guess what? These guys, as you can see, this is almost complete, and it will be ready for people to enjoy in this year of 2026. How cool is that? Here's one I know you've seen before because we did it in the Beazer community called Northbrook. You remember that video? So this persimmon floor plan is a very popular one because you've got these 2-story ceilings, right? It's basically 20 feet high. It's so impressive, isn't it? Now, a couple of things I want to talk about. This one, the persimmon floor plan, it's also in the reserve collection. There's only one other floor plan in the reserve collection, and that's called the hickory. Now, back to the persimmon. Huge, right? I mean, it's just this open floor plan, so inviting for entertaining. It really is so very beautiful. And don't forget, this is the one with that classic upper balcony that you all love, and that upstairs with the very big bonus area, and also in essence, a second primary too. You have lots of options with this one. Now, let's continue with some of the things that are standard features. And we're again in the Reserve collection. We already talked about that the quartz countertops are going to be included everywhere, which is great. They're going to give you some tile flooring. They're also going to give you it's Mohawk Revwood. This is not LVP. This is like a updated new age version of wood floors. And obviously in our very humid climate, we don't want to use real hardwood floors. The moisture just comes in too much and it warps them. So this is a new version. However, Beazer only puts that standard in just a few places. You're not going to want the carpet everywhere else. So that's one of those things that you know you're going to be budgeting for in your design appointment to make sure that you get those floors throughout, because we know we're not carpet people anymore, are we? So again, this persimmon, it really is impressive, isn't it? Quick note, heated square footage is going to be 2915 heated square feet. And also base price, we're going to be at 48,850 as the base price. They do currently, as we're filming here in April, they do have a spec home, and it kind of gives you an idea of where it's going to land, because that's ended up at 579. While I'm still in this gorgeous persimmon floor plan, I did want to make sure we covered the hickory. That's going to be the middle in terms of square footage for floor plans in the Reserve collection. It can be anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 heated square feet, so you know they've got some interesting structural options there. That one, the base price is going to start at $423,500. Again, they do have a spec home that will be available in May this year. That price point is around $480 all in. Gives you an idea, again, of how much you need to budget from base price all the way up to a finished home. All right, can you tell we're in the Signature collection? Everybody with me? Ooh, ah. Now these are the ones we've got the 50-foot wide, right? And so that means a wider house, and oh my goodness, can you tell right off the bat, right? So what's wonderful about the Signature collection, 3 floor plans. That's the Reynolds, the Sterling, and the Ivy. We're currently inside the Sterling floor plan. And don't forget, with Signature, 2 things I really want to make sure you remember. First one's going to be exterior, goes up to hardy plank siding. I really like that. You're also going to have solar panels included. Ooh, energy efficiency. We're going to talk more of that in just a little bit. But again, you can just see here, it is such a difference. These homes, price point already going to be higher. We're going to start in the 5s. And so that means when all is said and done, you're definitely landing in anywhere from 6, 7s, possibly an 8 if you like all those design upgrades. So these are going to be some really lovely homes. Aren't you in love? I'm speechless. This kitchen, oh my goodness. And Beazer does such a phenomenal job with how they decorate their model homes. Let's just say I think I should live here. How about it? Now, this kitchen, like we talked about, amazing. You're seeing some of the design features, that gorgeous backsplash, the quartz countertops, even upgrading to marble with some. You see the upper cabinets, they have the glass front. Oh, beautiful. And you know me, I'm all about this kind of brushed gold look for the handles and the knobs. Oh, I'm in love. Now, for the Sterling, we start at a base price of $555. Your square footage is basically going to be anywhere from 2,500 to 3,500 heated square feet. Now, this is one of those where, again, you can easily get into the 6s when all is said and done, but don't you see this as a forever home? It's beautiful. Don't you just love these different rooms? So this is the study right in the front of the Sterling floor plan. It's so beautiful. You're seeing so many great things, but I always like to do the disclaimer. Sometimes when you're going in these model homes, you're seeing things that they don't offer. Case in point, that beautiful shiplap accent wall behind me, the builder does not offer that, not even as an upgrade. But here's the good news. If you decide to get the fireplace in that main living area, they do offer the option of the shiplap surround of that particular space only. So at least you know you've got it to look nice there. And as you guys love to hear me say, if you want to add something like this, fear not. All together now, I've got a guy. Did you hear that? Those are angels singing. Ah! Yes, we are in the Ivy floor plan. Beautiful. It's the largest floor plan they offer. We're in the signature collection. This is kind of like the persimmon on steroids, right? You still got that 2-story living room ceiling. Oh, it's just the modern farmhouse style and look. Everything that you can think of that this house needs to do for you, the Ivy checks it off. Base price starting at $599. One of the things I wanted to mention, since you can see them here in the shot, it's gonna be the cabinets. So your upper cabinets standard are 36-inch in height. In all of the things that you've seen of all of these models, you notice they aren't showing a 36-inch upper cabinet anywhere. Most of us are all about that 42-inch upper cabinet. So just again, want to make that quick note because that will be an upgrade in the design center. And guess what? There isn't a single person under contract here that hasn't upgraded to those 42-inch cabinets. I had to include this shot of the loft in the Ivy. It's just such a cool space. And did you happen to notice you can do the oak stained treads on your stairs? You also have these really cool contemporary for your spindles. Instead of being the vertical, you can do the horizontal. I just think it's so awesome. Now, we've done some Beazer videos before, so I do want to remind you in this one. So they're based out of Atlanta, and they have a huge emphasis on energy efficiency. So I wanted to spend a little bit of time on that. First and foremost, 2x6 construction. There are hardly any builders left that do that. Why is it important? I know I've said it before, but I want to do it again. And now, who knows, maybe you'll pause and you'll be like, I know the answer. Well, that has to do with the ability to put in more insulation. And Beazer uses spray foam insulation. It's going to cover everything. Also, they are the only builder I'm aware of in this area that includes the air filtration system. It is not an upgrade. So what does this all mean together? This house is tight, okay? So that filtration system is basically rotating the air out of your house every so often. So again, it's fresh, it's good for you. This is really anybody who's got family members that are dealing with allergies or just anything in terms of breathing issues, really good builder to be focused on for a potential new construction home. Now, we have covered that. Let's talk a little bit about the outside, because the signature homes, they include solar panels. That's right, you get them. So already that's going to make a difference in your power bills. You can also, through Beazer, purchase the battery wall. So in essence, it's going to harness the additional energy so that that can be used in the future. Really some great things here that no other builder is going to be offering in our Myrtle Beach area. So keep that in mind. At this price point, you really are getting a lot. So are you seeing what possibilities and potential there are here at Marshfield? I know I'm pretty excited about it. Lots of great choices, definitely a quality build, environmentally conscious, great value, and conveniently located. You know I want to give you a tour of this area. You know how to do this. Give me a call, 843-321-9646. And you know I've got tons of information for you about this Myrtle Beach area. You've got to subscribe to that YouTube channel at Carolina Coast TV. You know what else? You guys remember? I'm doing a podcast. That's right. I'm trying to help you find your people, place, and pace as you consider making your move to this area. and that's called Coasting Podcast. Check that out and subscribe to that one as well. Thanks so much for listening. I always appreciate your feedback. If you've got any additional questions or communities you think you want to learn more about, you know how to get a hold of me. Thank you so much for watching, and who knows, maybe Marshfield has your castle in the sand.